Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders carryon Locke on the channel, where we're going to be swapping out immediately for none other than Scorp. That is once Pop Fizz gets his unnecessary Deep 2 out of here, and I pressed for best button video game so many times that I even initiated my dancing guns ability. I'm not sure if that's the name of the actual technique, but I'm going to nickname it that because it's kind of like he's dancing. At the end of the day, cowboys, or whatever the fuck Hydroon is supposed to be, they do make for great dancers. So we swapped from, well, the last time we played as an Earth character, we played as an Earth character who can roll. So we swapped from one Earth character who can roll to another Earth character who can also roll. I'm noticing a theme going on here. So let's go on ahead and complete the puzzle. Even unite the gems, long way, don't mind if we do, but we have already completed this puzzle once before, so we're not going to get rewarded for it a second time, unfortunately. Over to Fizz World, because the world switching mechanic definitely hasn't been done in the Skylanders game prior, and it certainly hasn't been done better than this. No, definitely not.
Something crazy must really be going
Something crazy, he says? Not something crazy, anything but something crazy. Life would appear to be stronger here, so let's go ahead and swap out for High Five. He might be the worst of the Skylanders of the life cast, but you know what, in a short section such as this, I have faith that even he can survive. Hopefully that faith hasn't been misplaced. Let's get swapping. Oh yeah. Oh, I got to actually move the orb first before swapping worlds. I'm doing things a tad bit out of order here. I'm doing things very hastily. What do you expect when I'm playing as a character who's named High Five? Of course I'm going to move through things with post haste. Okay, luckily these guys die in a single way, that's very convenient. And that guy can just kind of like shroud in poison cloud and shield his projectile that fired off way too quickly in order for me to react in time. Okay, let's get him. Sweet, he's out here. I told you even High Five could handle himself. So let's unlock that Igknight chest without further ado. We've got some ultimate gear for Xenoblaster. I wonder if that's more powerful than what Hydroon is currently utilising, but really I could care less about the stats of the ultimate gear, more so how the ultimate gear looks aesthetically coupled with the design of my imagination. That's what's more important to me. Back to Fizz World, where we can push this fella out of the way. Why we can only do this in Fizz World is beyond me. They did this incredibly lazily, this world switching mechanic. It is definitely not like they've done it better in previous Skylanders games.
Then, after we panic, we use a
Panicking sounds great, but what sounds even greater than that is shutting up. I would love it so much right now if Pop Fizz shut up, but that just seems to be asking too much. Anyway, let's swap our worlds because we can, and now Undead is stronger, so let's go on ahead for a little bit of Hex and have our fingers crossed, hope she doesn't die, because that seems to be asking for a lot in this playthrough. Luckily, she does have a mini to fall back upon if her original is defeated in battle, so there is that going for her. Let's be opening that chest without further ado, don't mind if we do. Oh, that's a good bit of treasure right there. Okay, I am terrified of these guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to avoid them. And now I've kind of cornered myself. That was a bit silly of me, if I say so. Okay, let's let them initiate their attacks. I was about to say try not to get cornered. Oh, I avoided it like a pro. Talk about getting juked. Shift worlds because we can. Sweet! Okay, I'm going to have to shift worlds again now. Get myself really cornered over here, not what I want to do, but now at least that's given us access to this switch, which allows us to continue to bypass these enemies. Oh, yes, that's how you do it. We've locked them out. Oh, but they might be able to fire at us through the walls. We've got to be careful. I knew it. I knew it. Frickin' wall firing jerks. Nobody likes you. Oh, but we can get healing, so hopefully that will level us up and restore all our health. This is convenient. Very rarely do I get to say that in Skylanders imagination. This is convenient, but here we are. This is an anomaly. Level me up, pretty please. Oh, we were so close. But there are more enemies to come, unfortunately. But hopefully, in the process of defeating them, we can get that level up I am so eagerly in need of. Okay, let's get all the blue ones first, and then we'll get the pink ones, because I can't be asked to do it intermittently. We'll just do one, and then the other, post-haste. Even though I don't need to be so hasty, because I'm no longer playing a hasty type character, such as High Five himself. So this we can take slow and steady, because after all, we gotta play smart, not hard. Like, you work smart, not hard, you also play smart, not hard. That's how you win in this game. This game is totally double with previous characters. As long as they don't Hex. Hex is a little less doable than other undead Skylanders. We're better than her, but unfortunately, Random Name Picker didn't want to pick a better character, and instead it left us with Hex. It could have gave us a shortcut, you know, keep with the whole, like, Trap Team and SSA characters only. But no, instead I got Hex. Yeah, here we go, let's take out a bunch of fools. Do this whilst we run away. This is the most efficient means of generating a rain of skulls. That's not too bad, that's dealing some good chunks of damage. Okay, here we go. Rain of skulls! Cool, he's dead. And soon his little friends will be too. Unfortunately, we need to defeat all these guys before we unlock the bounce pad. Level me up! Yes! Now that is how you get a fella. Oh no, there's so many of them. I really wish they were in the best position right now for me to push this these crates onto them. That seems to be asking too much. Can you guys get like back over there again where this thing can quite easily crush you? Oh, I did not know it did that! At the moment that guy is in the perfect position for me to crush him, but his little friends were gatekeeping the frickin' block. Oh, let's get him over here, let's get him over here. Boom! Play smart, not hard. Oh, I love this mechanic. Oh, you're back round there again? That's how you do it! Oh, let's be claiming the fruits of our labour right there. And it's an ultimate game. We got rewarded for doing absolutely nothing. Luigi would be proud, and I'm of course talking about Super Mario Brother. Super Mario Brother, who loves to win by doing absolutely nothing. He's a genius at it. Okay, let's push that into place. Deal with more unwanted enemies. Very much so unwanted enemies. They couldn't be more unwanted if they tried. Which is really saying a lot. Oh no, I don't like you very much. I do not like you. Do not like how your projectiles work. How about you taste a couple of my projectiles, huh? How's about some of that? Yeah, there we go. Let's take them out this way. By playing smart. I like it when I play smart. I much prefer over the alternative. Okay, this is probably going to take us a while. These guys have so much more health than they know what to do with. Thank goodness I at least get an undead elemental buff right now. That's definitely working for me. Yes, he's out of here. Okay, let's continue pushing that out of the way because I do not want to die to a bottle. Back to the normal world we go. Let's push that into place. Try not to activate that guy before he starts attacking us. That's a good bit of experience. Okay, back to the Fizz world. Okay, now we can run away before that guy attacks us some more. But there's more of them! Why is there always more? Why couldn't there be less? Oh, here I am asking too much. No, don't attack those. Attack the other foes who haven't even noticed me yet. Okay, now they've noticed me. Perhaps I should have just left them alone. Maybe. Oh, why does this undead section have to be longer than all the other undead sections? The live section was so short by comparison. Why couldn't we have another live section? And now I have frickin' bottle dudes also after me. Everything is after me all at once. So not fair. Can this crush him? Thank you. Can it also level me up? Or am I asking who am I kidding? Of course I'm asking too much. Oh no, can I squeeze past that? No, I can't. Oh, I have 72 health remaining. This is not very fun for me right now. This is not fun! Video game, stop it! Get some help!
Stop it. Get some help.
But my god, is it so much more intimidating when you're already blinking red. One more hit though and I am done, and the last thing I want to do is die to a frickin' bottle of all things. Oh dear, I do not know the best path to take because these are so tight. I find myself getting hit by them so frequently. Oh, what would be convenient is getting hit once, only once, and shielding it. But for one time I desperately need a shield. Mark my words, it's not going to happen. So let's just do this. Oh, as slowly as I have ever done it before. We're going to also try and time it. Because it almost feels as though there is no window to get through this unless you time it correctly. Like that. Okay, this is terrifying. I've never been more scared for my life in my entire life. But let's just continue on. How hard could it be if I just stick to the same route as the block right now? The block is kind of there to help guide you through the maze, after all. At least I hope that's what it's for. And this exact scenario is exactly what we have elites for. Let's bring out the elite Gilgrunt, where we could play as one of the original 32 Skylanders, but one that isn't as nerfed. Because this guy right here has well over 2,000 health, and his attacks deal damage on a caliber that the original Skylanders should have dealt damage at to begin with. I can even knock these guys back into the battle pool. No, I can't. Battle pool, the battle potion goop, I guess is what it is. Yes, I can't knock them back, unfortunately. That seems to be asking too much. Why is my Gilgrunt down this path? Why couldn't it be down, you know, a path that doesn't suck? This is the lane path. Unfortunately, where's my stiff I'm gonna have to deal with it. Boom! Take Starfish to the face, suckers! But boy, am I glad he's an elite. Again, this is how the original characters should be hitting. The health is a little bit over the top, but you know what? This is the original character. He has the same exact moveset as the original. He has the exact same pose as the original. Therefore, how can you tell me this isn't the original? Just a buffed up version of the original. And boy, is that what I need. Whew. Okay, let's take out these fools some more. Man, I'm glad we got through the hardest section though with no losses. We came close, but at least we didn't die to a frickin' bottle. A frickin' stage hazard. That's like losing on a competitive level Super Smash Bros. To a stage hazard. Competitive players will be pissed, which is why stage hazards are generally banned unless you're looking at a more like casual scale tournament. Can you do me a favour and just walk into the goop on your own accord? Thank you! Two of them did it, that's fantastic. But I've already lost like well over 800 health. The original regular Gilgrunt would probably be dead by now because he wouldn't be defeating enemies as quickly. And he would have lost most of his health bar by now. I need you guys to go. This isn't even like the main bulk of combat. We still have a lot more to go yet. Including this fella from a cutscene right now, where I'm going to press this video game at first skip button. Let's get that taco down my gullet, where it can be a nice, nutritious snack, I suppose. Because yes, those nutrients went a very long way in healing me up. Who would have known that fish digestive systems and tacos mix so well? Do not try this in real life. Do not become a Noah from in-betweeners and start feeding dolphins burgers, cheeseburgers and that. I can't remember if that's his name or not, but all I remember is that he was stupid enough to feed a dolphin a cheeseburger, and the next thing you know, it's dead because, yes, dolphin digestive systems and cheeseburgers do not mix, much like old Skylanders and Nightmare Mode in this game. They mix about as well as those two things. Oh no, sorting globules! Ugh. I hate sorting globules. I just hate it so much! Ooh, but we will sort that fella right up there. Or, alternatively, just miss, I guess. Oh boy, I'm going to lose some points for this. Oh no, oh, we're back to square one. Thank you for nothing, you useless minigame. Okay, let's try this again. There you go, that's mucho better. Muito bien. Get in there, sweet. Okay, that's a blue one. That's also a blue one. Ah, but that's a red, and red ones suck. Red ones are so much worse, even though red is my favourite colour. So me saying that red globules suck is kind of sus, not gonna lie. Who am I, and what am I doing with the real Igknight the Fire? Frame rate drops again! Why can the PlayStation 5 just not handle this level? What is it about this level that the PlayStation 5 cannot cope with? I suppose PlayStation 5 hates this level as much as everybody else does. And even then, this is not Dragon Temple. If it's not Dragon Temple, instant S tier level. Oh, frick off. We're just going to have to sacrifice both those globules. Better getting no score than a negative score. Oh, shit. I noticed a bit too late that one was red, and now we're going to have to get rid of both of these again. Okay, let's sort for the blue one. I was a bit worried for red one wasn't going to count now, because they only count when they hit the surface of the ball, and it didn't look like that globule was going to hit the surface of the ball. It looked like it was going to get stuck on the globules below it. Fortunately, that's not what happened. Thank God, is it scientific opinion? And they get blown up. Sweet. I love to see them blown up. Tech Skylanders are stronger here, so let's go for a little bit of Elite Trick Happy. We're going to jump from one Elite to another. Purely because we haven't played Trick Happy in this playthrough yet. It's about time we changed that, but I don't think I need an Elite because just about any one of our Tech Skylanders would have been able to deal with the section. There's just a couple of enemies. But hey, if I'm going to get just a couple of enemies to have to deal with, it might as well be dealt with overkill! That is if I can aim. And aiming in Trick Happy is kind of, you know, the whole point of this moveset. As is machine guns! Woo woo! Boom. Yeah, take that, sucker! Now, feeling that the air is about to change to air. I cannot be asked to change to air because it's not exactly like there's any combat in here to change the outcome of the upcoming situation, because we're going to just jump straight into a boss fight where obviously our quick shot imaginator is going to be required, and he is going to be of a higher level than last time we saw him, because it turns out I didn't yet summon in my chase variant senseis. After I did that, it increased his level cap to 62, so now the experience of the quick shot Doomlander is not going to waste. That is, as soon as I can actually find my Dark Creation Crystal. It's because there's so many Skylanders beside me right now, sometimes it's hard to distinguish them apart. Without further ado, let's deliver up some justice. Not that there's anyone to avenge, because we did manage to get through things unscathed. Even with Hex of all things, the hardest section of a level, unless, you know, you're playing against the Ninja Doomlander as anything other than Imaginator. But yes, the hardest part of this level is definitely that undead section that Hex just barely managed to get through, thanks to my love-hate relationship with them there bottles. I've never had a bigger love-hate relationship in my life, and I had a love-hate relationship with How to Train Dragon 2 for Pete's sake, so that's really saying something. Why did I have a love-hate relationship with How to Train Dragon 2? Because the first time I saw it in cinemas, I thought it was a bit of a cash grab and an unnecessary sequel. Since then, I've grown to love the movie, and it does everything a good sequel should. In fact, it expands upon the original without forgetting the development of the characters went through in said original film. So yes, its world building and its characterization is perfect for what a sequel needs to be. It's, by all definitions, a perfect sequel. Not necessarily a perfect movie, but definitely a perfect sequel. And How to Train Dragon 2, even when it comes down to being a movie, is as close to perfect as a movie you can get for me, because it is my favorite movie of all time. So yes, in my eyes, it is almost a perfect movie.
I need to get rid of this Skylander once and for all.
Oh dear, let's not get hit by those. Die. Die some more. I see you not dying. Die. Okay, let's not take those to his face. That sounds like an awful plan. Oh, but luckily we killed him, and now it's time to heal up all the damage we just took. Level 62. In fact, we're right on the brink of level 60. We're at level 61, right on the brink of level 62, which will be our maximum level for this Imaginator in this given moment.
I am going to find it.
That's nice, Chaos. That's nice. Without further ado, let's grab that there Imaginite chest. I think we've certainly earned it. We've got some hardcore arm guards. Don't mind if we do. We also got some robotic shoulders. And last but not least, we got some pumpkin pauldrons. They would almost suit this guy, I feel like. Maybe I should sacrifice the stats for the fact that those shoulder guards would fit this guy incredibly well. Sacrifices were to be made, you could go as far to say. But that being also said and done with, I realised that I said a lot in that sentence, and I wanted to not say the word said, but unfortunately saying the word said was the only way for that to make grammatical sense. So instead I said the word said again, and now said has been said way too many times. Let's move on to the Golden Arcade already. Okay, so here we are in the Golden Arcade, where the tech element is stronger here. So since we have already played as Elite Trigger Happy in this episode, let's continue with that there idea and place Elite Trigger Happy upon the Portal of Power without further ado. Yes, no gold, no glory. It sure is a good thing that we're going into the Golden Arcade, where, as you can no doubt presume, gold shall be in abundance, and as shall glory. But first and first, we have a cutscene where I can press button in the video game, the skip button, get that crap out of here. Oh, I love the best button video game. It's fantastic. That's why they call it the best button video game. Don't you know? Oh man, not the bad bouncer. Which, you know, that being a bad bouncer brings a whole new definition to bad bouncer, because he and himself is not only designed like the giant bouncer, but he is a bouncer. He's a bouncer of the arcade, acting as security. But, you know, this is no good bouncer. He's a bad bouncer. Now that's just rude.
Squash us flat.
Yes, I am glad to be continuing with Elite Trigger Happy. We've played him once in this episode already, so why the hell not stick with that? Make this for Trigger Happy episode, I suppose. In fact, this is more so an OG episode because we've been playing with OG Skylanders with the exception of Scorp, who barely got any screen time whatsoever. Same goes for High Five. And then we've also largely been playing a lot of High Noon because obviously there's been a lot of Imaginator sections, given that we have no choice but to fight Doomlanders as them. Yes, very useful Trigger Happy, but Trigger Happy meets Trigger Happy. That's Trigger Happyception right now. Man, that's a lot of Trigger Happy this episode, and I have no problems with that whatsoever. More Trigger Happy, the merrier. Trigger Happy is one of the few things in life where less is more, because with Trigger Happy, more is more! So yes, here comes all that gold, that glory I was referring to earlier. It is alliterative, which, adds more to glory, I suppose. Now, we're going to take down this backboard, mostly because it looks to be funny. Like I say, if you look at that face right now, I just don't like the way Sal's looking at me. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Apparently, I can't aim. And neither can the game. At least I can't aim to have the appropriate number of frames it's supposed to have, because instead, we dropped a bunch of them. All those freeze frames that are happening, that's not an editing thing. That is very much a gameplay thing that is occurring right now, where I continue to be unable to aim. But what do you expect me to do when I have 0 frames a second? It's like playing online Super Smash Bros. All over again. Why is NPC Trigger Happy that much bigger than Elite Trigger Happy? Not cool video game. I want that bigger version of Trigger Happy. He looks like he could really hold his own. Then again, it's not like Elite Trigger Happy's doing poorly for himself. I mean, he has over 2,000 health and attacks that hit like a fucking dump truck. So, let's grab this treasure chest. What do you know? We get rewarded for shooting down things that look at me funny. Not only rewarded in terms of satisfaction, but also in terms of sweet, glorious treasure. So let's continue on, where we get a cutscene with Sal himself, who's probably going to look at me funny again, so he's going to deserve what comes to him. Which is, this big, elevator just about crushing him. He deserves it. For no other reason than looking at me funny, obviously. So, we skipped that cutscene, and apparently it was brilliant. I don't know what was so brilliant, because we skipped it. Actually, I do know what was so brilliant. We mentioned about it prior, because I know exactly what happens in that cutscene. Since I know it, what's the point in watching it? I do like how the carpet here is decked up with all of the Skylanders elements, though fire being on the carpet reminds me of all of the fire characters we've lost, and now I'm all depressed. Like, thank you for nothing, you useless carpet! So without further ado, let's play some Creation Clash. Okay, let's take Tri-Tip. We're gonna beat the Creation Clasher at his own game. I wonder how many brain cells it took to come up with that nickname. I mean, Creation Clash or Creation Clasher. Not many brain cells, I'll tell you that. Boom! Let's take it back. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, chain reaction? That's a bit silly, don't you think? I'm gonna use, let's use Battletron, because they can't exactly take Battletron back after I've played it. Not with the stones they have in their possession. And this is exactly why we kept Starcast around, because 3 blades against 0 is basically overkill, and we're absolutely okay with that. This guy had no blades of any use with his tentacle right there, which is why we played that the way we did. We played it strategically in order to absolutely obliterate before. Oh, icy chest! Yes, and we're going to grab the chests. Well, first things first, we need to collect the Imaginite chunks coming out of Snail's butt. I almost called it a snut then. Combining snail and butt together. Haha. But anyway, Imaginite butt pieces, my favourite kind of Imaginite pieces. Ones to come out of the snail's butt. All the other Imaginite pieces, they pale by comparison, because none of the other Imaginite pieces came out of the snail's butt. Need I say any more? Clearly the ones that came out of the snail's butt are the best ones. I love the fact that I say more after I said that it's needless to say more. So I say it's needless to say more, and then I continue to say more anyway. But at least then, I have repeated myself, and repetition has a certain effect. The effect being emphasis on the very things I'm repeating. Here we go again! Okay, we could go exploring this level. The more you explore, the more gold you earn, but frankly I can't be asked. I mean, I know we was just talking previously about having no gold, no glory, some more gold for more glory. But you know what's even more glorious than gold? Speeding through a boring level. This level is well designed, but it is quite boring. So the quicker we get through it, the more glorious. There's one thing more glorious than gold, and that is speed. After all, I've got to be fast and fast, quick and quick. Okay, let's lower this here platform too, whilst we're at it. Bingo! Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
This is not the first time you've shot targets to lower a platform, is it?
Oddly enough, it's not.
Well on your way to the winners.
You know, if only I had a nickel for every single time I've shot wooden ducks to lower platforms. I only have 2 nickels, but odd that it happened twice. Okay, let's get up here where we have a blast of a pass. And by that, I mean they took the asset from Superchargers, they Control C and Control V it into this level. Yeah, such excellent skills of the gameplay developers. Just Control C, Control V. That's a very difficult thing to do, you know. Not everybody can do that on their keyboards. So they see me grinding. They hate it. And I'm going to be collecting every single one of these Magnite chunks. Yes, at least I hope so. That would be great. Glorious, dare I even say. Not quite as glorious as the previous Magnite chunks that we came across, though, because there is no proof that these came out of a snail's butt, therefore these are inferior Magnite pieces, without the proof of them coming out of a snail's butt. They are clearly not as good as the ones that do. Now, if there was proof that they came out of a snail's butt, on the other hand, yes, they would be certainly the peak of what Magnite chunks have to offer. The pinnacle, so to say. That's some good timing right there. If you jump too early, then you don't get over to the platform in time because you have to wait to finish your jumping animation instead of being able to jump over to the railing. So yes, it is impediment that you get the timing of your jumps correct in this grinding section. But this is arguably the easiest grind challenge in the game to complete successfully. Light Skylanders are stronger here. Let's bring out a little bit of Astral Glass because we don't necessarily have much choice when it comes to the light element representatives. We have the one and only one. Hence why he's had as much screen time as he has had in the series. Astral Glass has had a lot more than what most characters have had. Okay, let's charge ourselves up for a bit. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. I like the fact that after you charge up your blaster, it stays overheated for a while, so that then the next 3 attacks are still the more like overpowered version of the laser. That's a cool upgrade. I like that upgrade. Boom! Let's take him out. And just like that, we now have yet another game of Creation Clash to get through. Boy, how I've been looking forward to this bit. Said no one ever. So let's skip over that unnecessary deep stew and get going with Creation Clash already. Boy, am I glad that we get to fight the Smash Doomlander as my quick shot character, because frankly, I don't think any of my other Skylanders stand a chance. There you go, we have perfect defense. Crash Bandicoot? Really, bro? Like, really? Let's take it. That's what you get. That's what you get playing Crash Bandicoot. That's what you get. You can take it, be my guest. But now, I'm going to go ahead and take your bookshot. There's nothing you can do about it. Boom.
Jumpy Mage. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh boy, but now there's nothing I can do about that, which is fine, because there's nothing that Aurora can do about anything either. So that means that I win 5-4. Loser! I'm a very gracious winner, as you can tell. I'm like Alex from Modern Family when it comes to my gracious winning skills, or lack thereof.
Awards day at school. The one day of the year Alex has some real swagger.
When I say trophy, you say trophy! 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 Can I get a what? Bam! Bam! Bam!
Okay, now let's get back to the gameplay before I include too much of one family clip that gets me copyrighted.
Now get lost while I try to find the zipper or a button to...
Oh, okay, yes. Nobody wants to see that, so we are going to get lost as quickly as ASAP. Let's get these fellas into place. I don't like how that Chaos Head is looking at me. Then again, I don't like how pretty much anything ever of all time looks at me. That is the ongoing reoccurring theme of the series, it would seem. Theme? Seem? That's a rhyme, making me purr without even knowing it. Even though that wouldn't make a good poem, because yes, whilst the two things do rhyme, the second line doesn't have nearly as many words to it as the line preceding it. And poetry, it kind of works in the number of syllables, I think it is, per line. It tends to be a pattern to them. I don't know, it's been years since I studied poetry, and even when I did, I didn't pay much attention, because poetry, to me, is particularly boring. I certainly understand the appeal, but it's just not something for me. Hence why I am, instead of writing famous poetry, making YouTube videos for the internet instead. That's why I'm here and not there doing that. My lack of poetry skills would be why I don't write poetry. That's a lot of thumbs up right there, don't mind if we do. It's a shame the experience goes to waste though, because Ashbass is already maxed out on his level cap. And why does he have so little health? Like, really, man, I could have done with more health, because more health means that I'm more likely to survive the upcoming light section in Abandoned Amusement Park, but clearly the game does not want me to survive that, given how little health it's given me to try to tackle it with. Oh, now that right there, that is a man on a mission. Just look into his eyes. Boom. Selfie for centering. Even though, how can you even take a shot of Astro Blast without him lighting up the camera? You know, it should be nothing but a flare on the screen. But really, these games could care less about realism. As we've already established, realism is the first thing they throw out the window when developing these games. But they are set on a series of an infinite amount of floating islands in the sky. You know, I do believe that an insurmountable amount of floating islands in the sky is a pretty unrealistic concept from the get-go. Get him out of here, man! Get him out of here! And meteorite. Oh, he was already killed before the meteorite. I almost feel sorry for him, but almost doesn't count now, does it? R1. There we go. We took our while getting there, but in the end, we made it to the end game, and that's what counts. Here we go. Let's not fail this jump right here, because that would be awful embarrassing. And once again, there's more experience. I'm not even going to bother collecting the orb, because it's just going to go to waste. Here we go. Let's hit the button, or more specifically, jump on the button, because yes, the game gave me a hint, of which I never would have figured out what to do next without the hint. Without that hint, I would have been soft lock, because I never could have figured out that the big button you meant to jump on the big old button. It's not a red button, no, so I can't say it's jump on the big red button. Oh no! Ow, that was rude. Okay, cool, let's take him out some more. Very good, very good. Ow. So it hits me both before and after the animation. Before the animation started and after the animation is finished. That attack can hit me.
It doesn't seem fair.
Let's take him out, grab some popcorn, because I'm in desperate need of said popcorn. I needed to die some more. That would be great. Because at the moment my health has certainly seen better days. Meteor! Let's go! Oh, there's so many of them. There is so many! Okay, I need you all dying. I won't die, but of your cases, not my cases. Thank goodness for that arcade machine shielding me from the bullets right now. Very convenient arcade machine indeed. Boom, let's get a bunch of hits on him. Oh, where's a good light element buff when you need it? Okay, watch out for all of them. Okay, here we go. Pizza! Oh, I'm in desperate need of that pizza right there. Thank you, video game. And that is why we needed the pizza, because otherwise right now, I'd be brown bread and slang the fucking dead. Okay, let's not get hit by the bullets again, because last time that did not end well for us. Okay, here we go. Let's dodge the bullets. Sweet! Die, 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 die. That's not what dying looks like! Oh, thank God we have elemental rounds after this. It's going to be a nice cooldown after the intensity of Golden Arcade, which is arguably an easier level than Fizzland. which is going to make me even more mad if I wind up dying to this level and not the previous one. Okay, so without further ado, we're done with the difficult parts of the level. Well, I would say the Smash Doomlander is usually difficult, but we have High Noon to deal with him, so he's going to be not a problem, not even a problemo. Okay, here we go. Yes, let's get all of that goodness up in here. Yes, boingy boingy. Oh, I do like myself a good boing. Boing!
That's right, losers.
Not cool, Chaos. You don't go around calling people losers like that. Not cool.
Watch this.
I'd rather not, actually. Shield your eyes, quick!
The first time ever, you must battle one of my Doomlanders inside
Oh.
a video game.
Fighting a Doomlander in a video game. What an absurd concept that I've never heard of before. Man, it just had to be so meta. Video game, inside a video game. In fact, this is a video game, inside a video game, that's inside our video game. That's just so many layers, man. With that being said, it is time for our quick shot imaginator. It's time for High Noon. That's another reason I called him that, because High Noon is just such a fun thing to say. And say it in that specific tone of voice as well. Die! 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 Die some more. Okay, let's get him. Or not, I guess. That's also an alternative. Pew pew! Oh, I love a good bit of pew pewing. Pew pew in action for the win! Die, 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 die. That was very fun to say. I enjoyed saying that. Okay, here we go. Let's do something quickly. Let's go into his gear, because I do think there are shoulder pads that suit this guy slightly better than these lion pads right now, because like these petal ones, they actually look fantastic. Let's go with them instead. They were not the ones I had in mind, but then I saw them out the corner of my eye, and I decided let's go with them instead. I mean, these sunbeam ones also look pretty good on him, but I think the purple petals are definitely doing the trick. But the main reason I wanted to come in for customization screen here is to change up his abilities, because in this particular section it seems as though Mastered Gunsmith, a rapid fire blast in the direction we're facing, that seems far more effective in the 2D plane against this specific Doomlander at hand. The dancing ability, as I like to call it, where he spins right round, baby, right round like a revert player, right round, round, round. That's definitely the super technique, more perfect in a 3D plane, but when instead we have only a 2D plane to have to deal with, yes, this is definitely a much quicker means of dealing damage to this fool before us. Okay, let's take him out some more. Oh, now that's some damage right there. Oh, I definitely traded it up, that's for sure. Okay, take him out some more. Oh, he can't even hit me, because when he does, it deals no damage whatsoever. You can bet I knocked off some of its gear. I knocked off some of its gear real good, like. Yes, you're correct. This game isn't fair. It's so unfair, in fact, I didn't even let you finish your statement, and I couldn't care less about your feelings. Oh, thanks. I'm going to need it, because they're very difficult to dodge in 2D. Let's get him! Cool, we got the spell pumps, that's one less thing to have to worry about. Get him! Oh yeah, we're getting them good, alright. Thank goodness for my ricocheting bullets, they are definitely my saviour right now. But apparently that attack is not, because it just didn't even want to aim, apparently. Got him! Okay, now let's finish off the Doomlander without further ado. Barely even 500 damage. That's not even half my health bar. This guy never stood a ghost of a chance. Not that that's particularly on theme, because this is Dark Imagination on Undead Imaginator. Get it right, Igknight. Jeez. So without further ado, let's go on ahead. Grab that chest right here. No, I do, my friends. Do not mind if we do some epic gear. Algae shots? Nah. Nah. Chaos Fist? Nah. And that's not even useful to us as a quick shot imaginator. We're not a sentinel imaginator, we are a quick shot imaginator. Quick shot and sentinel are not one and the same, I'm afraid. Okay, let's do exactly that after I shoot these fellas, because they're annoying me by bumping into one another. Very rude. So without further ado, let's get up there, where more experience orbs can unfortunately go to waste. We did increase our level cap to 62, but now we're at that level cap already. And I can't increase it any further because I am missing 3 chase variants, as well as Heartbreaker Buckshot. I'm missing Birthday Bed and Starcast, and then the Barbella variant and the Pinata chase variant. So yes, if I were to get the 3 of them, that would increase my level cap to 65, which is the maximum level cap we can accomplish without, of course, Heartbreaker Buckshot, as he was never released. Rather than let's be breaking chains. Do what I do best, which apparently is breaking chains. Or locks, in this case, as the game has put it. You know, the locks are attached to chains, though, so I'm basically breaking one and the same thing. Breaking locks in a lock! That's kind of fantastic, not gonna lie. But that being said, we're going to skip over this in this video, because at the end of the level, this particular episode is going to come to an end. Where we had no losses, no characters were defeated throughout the course of this episode, which means that no Skylanders are classified as dead, and all of the Skylanders that were alive at the beginment of the episode, that could be used throughout the remainder of Locke, they can still continue to be used throughout the remainder of Locke. The only problem is that they're locked out unless their corresponding element of the area shows up. That is how the Locke rules... That is how they go. Even though we only made rules in the first place for breaking them, because everyone knows that rules were made for breaking. Oh, that's kind of rude. We went through all of that trouble for nothing.
You're still the best player we've ever had at this arcade.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure you'll catch up with that.
Flattery goes a long way with me. I do appreciate a good bit of flattery here and there. That being said and done, my awesomeness has come to an end, like all good things. This episode must come to an end. So, with that being said and done, let's roll the outro without further ado. Thank you so much for watching through to the end of this video. I deeply appreciate every last one of you, since it's viewers such as yourself which make these videos possible, and I couldn't do it without all of your unwavering support. If you enjoyed what you just saw, you can click on screen now to watch either my most recent video or a video picked out specifically just for you. You can also access the entire playlist for the video you just watched. I'll be seeing you in the next video, but until that moment arises, peace!